What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today we are going to review the figure that we have in the front, which is the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And of course, this is part of the Spider-Man 60th anniversary this year, and this figure has been released for quite some time. And I was taking some time, and of course this channel had just started, so I just wanted to review this figure here because it's an awesome figure. So yes, today what we're gonna do is of course check out the figure, go through the articulation, and of course give you my thoughts and my opinion on it. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off here with the packaging, and what I can say is that yes, I'm not a really big fan of this windowless packaging. I think this is one of the first few that I actually introduced this. This was how it looked like last time. Super cool with this, especially with the Pizza Spider-Man. A lot of accessories, and the figure does look really cool. And nowadays we get this kind of figures which you can't really see what's inside, and it's quite disappointing because especially when it comes to this one here, when I do this review, you'll find out why this is so disappointing. And of course we're gonna check out this figure over here. It looks really nice. The box, you have your artwork here from the first ever comic that Spider-Man did appear, and also we have the back here, the product image with all the accessories. And on the side here we have a bit more product images on the front and also on the sides here. And going on to the top, we have the Spider-Man logo. So now let's just unbox this and see what we have inside. Alright, so here we have the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And of course, before we check out the figure, let's check out the accessories that come with this. Alright, so this is amazing over here because we do have tons and tons of accessories. So we do have the web lines, we have also the web wings as well, the open one and the closed ones here. And we have 4 pairs of hands. So we have the wall crawling hands, we have the web grabbing hands, we have the closed fisted hands, and we have the web shooting hands as well. Okay, so now looking back at this amazing figure, I mean, it just looks really nice, very nostalgic for you guys who have read the comics back in the day. Because color we get here is the black and red suit over here, which looks not too bad, I would say. And I think in terms of accuracy, it really pulls it off. And let's have a closer look at the figure here. And what we can see is that, I gotta say, the body mold on this looks really nice. It does have that slim look to it, and also I did attach the webs on him as well. One of them is the short one, and of course the long one, which you can detach with it, no problem whatsoever. So you can take it off like that. And over here, I gotta say, it looks really nice. I mean, overall, it's just an awesome figure. And what I like about this is the fact that you can actually tilt it all the way upwards into the head, and we're going to check it out in a little bit more when it comes to articulation. And of course we have the Spider-Man logo over here. Some people may say it looks a little bit big, but I think it looks alright for me. It could be a little bit smaller, yeah, it could be a little bit smaller, a bit more subtle, but of course you're going to get a little bit of some paint smudges around. So if you look at the arms here, you look at the shoulders here, you have a little bit of some red going in over here. And if you just pull it all the way back, you'll notice that the webs as well follows through very well. And of course, if you go onto the back as well, if you just push it through, you can see that the web still follows very consistently. And if you go on to this one here, you see that also the paint follows through in the same line, which of course is amazing when it comes to doing that. And if you go stretch it all the way back as well, you can see the paint doesn't disrupt, it doesn't discontinue, and it follows through very well. Don't mind my hand here, I was just finished up with my voting. And overall I think it's really nice, but of course you will get some paint discrepancy over here. So you can see that on the arm, very disappointing that you don't have that. And also you can see like over here it's alright, but when it comes to this kind of figures, again, very disappointing when it comes to this kind of box figures, which you're not gonna see what you're gonna get till you open it. And yeah, this is quite disappointing. I just kind of noticed it there. And just overall, it's an amazing looking figure. Okay, so now I'm going to check out the articulation over here, which is, of course, is one of the major points when it comes to this Amazing Fantasy. So in terms of the hit movements, like I mentioned, you can go all the way up here. So in terms of web swinging downwards, you can pose this way. You can pose all the way down here as well, which is really awesome. And in terms of the head pivoting, you do have some side-to-side motion, and of course you can rotate it as much as you want. Going on to the arms here, you can spread out this much, which isn't too bad. You also do have your butterfly joints, so you can push it all the way back here on both sides. And of course you can crunch forward as well quite a lot, so you don't have to worry about it. You can crunch forward this much. Not too bad. And of course you do have your bicep swivel, you do have your double jointed elbows. Okay, and also you do have, in terms of the hands, you do have your rotation here, your wrist rotation. You can tilt all the way up and tilt all the way down as well. And of course, if you go on to the torso, the top here, you can swivel side to side motion. You can also tilt a little bit forward here. And of course, we do have the mid torso here, so you can crunch forward this much, and you can go up all the way this much here, which is amazing. And of course, you do have the legs here, which you can spread out this much, and you have your upper thigh rotation here, and you do have your double jointed elbows. You do have your calf rotation, extra rotation here, and you do have amazing ankle pivot. Measuring on this figure, it does stand in at about the 6-inch mark. Here is it next to some two other amazing Spider-Man figures. We have the Ben Reilly with the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider retro hit, and also we have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And again, it's very hard to choose a clear winner when it comes to looks between them, but it does beat out in terms of the articulation over here. Yes, this one does have the articulated toes with the toes here, but this one here I think overall is easier to pose because the thighs on this are bigger on each side, so it's a bit hard to get them into some poses, and this one here definitely does have a better advantage of that when it comes to that slender look. But I gotta say, all three of them look really, really awesome. Okay, and here's it next to the integrated MCU Spider-Man, which does have a very similar design to the Amazing Fantasy. So we can see with the red and black design, and of course I did have mine painted on with the cobwebs to make it look cooler, and of course more similar to the Amazing Fantasy. And I do like the height difference here because Tom Holland has been known to be a little bit shorter compared to the normal Spider-Man Peter Parker. So that is it with the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, and in terms of rating, I would give this a nice solid 9.5 or maybe 10 out of 10. I mean, this is a really good figure. I'm just going to give it 9.5 out of 10. What I think is maybe lacking is the looks. Yes, it's accurate to what we had in the comics, but I think Spider-Man's evolved over the years, and I'm always used to the bigger eyes or maybe the bulkier body. But as a figure, I gotta say this is an absolute steal. I mean, I think a lot of people will be actually searching for it because it's actually a really, really great figure. And of course, that body mold does resemble Spider-Man a lot. Because these are just my thoughts and my opinion. Do leave yours in the comments section down below, and of course share your thoughts on what you think about this figure. So yes, if you guys want to enjoy this, do click the like and smash that subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. And also do follow me on my Instagram at the Humble Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.